Good evening, everyone. I'm Rich Coppola, and thanks for joining us for this very special presentation, Path to Perfection, the celebration. The UConn women have done it all. Back-to-back national championships, back-to-back unbeaten seasons, and oh, by the way, 78 wins in a row. An unbelievable run worthy of a statewide celebration. Fox 61's John Charlton shows us that's just what happened this afternoon at the state capitol.
Hey, UConn, UConn, UConn! Before any sporting event, it's important to warm up.
Number one, baby!
And that goes for reporters, too. Today, it was all about having a ball. Would you consider yourself some kind of superhero?
Super fan, but that's more him. I'm just a UConn fan. I just like to stand out a little bit more than everybody else.
The UConn basketball victory parade has always been pet-friendly.
I'm hanging out with my dogs.
Especially for real Huskies.
This is their first parade, yes, but not ours as a group. We've been here before.
History repeated itself again in downtown Hartford. Actually, it repeated itself again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. A 7th women's basketball national championship. And another victory parade.
I am enjoying the ride. Look at these fans. They're the best in the world. They really are.
Very good crowd. This is a lot of people here today.
This turnout, it seems like it's more every year. UConn is number one, always been.
Most of these fans were out here last year for the victory parade, and they certainly expect to be out here again next year for a three-peat. Yeah. What do you think? You'll be out here next year?
Absolutely.
I plan to be.
You plan to be?
Yeah.
Even if they win or lose, right? You're going to stand on the street?
Yeah.
Coming again next year, don't worry.
Same ride?
Same ride. I might upgrade the car, but...
More wins and more championships mean there will be more teams to bury in this basketball graveyard. Who's buried here?
Stanford and Temple and Southern Florida, Southern, all of them. We're going to make a double job next year.
At the UConn Victory Parade in Hartford, John Charlton, Fox 61 News.
Thank you, John. Meanwhile, Fox 61 photojournalist Sharon Burke got up close and personal with the UConn women during today's parade. She gives us a behind-the-scenes look at the celebration from the team's point of view.
Hey, we're having a parade for you. What do you think?
That's good.
And with that, the path to perfection continues to the steps of the state capitol. That's where Fox 61's Tim Lammers takes us inside the biggest party in town.
Well, if there's one thing we know, it's that basketball is different here in Connecticut. Other places, it's a winter sport. Here, it extends well into spring. Other places, the season ends somewhere on a basketball court in March. But here, it's almost become customary for it to end in late April at the steps of the state capitol.
Right down front, got a chance to see everything, and then I came right over here ready for the rally. The strategy was get here, right here for the rallying point. The end is always better than the beginning. If you've seen most of the games, you would know.
Are you worried you're even going to be able to see the stage from where we are?
Well, I can move back about 20 feet, and, it should be okay. I've had better at the games, but they'll do.
Of us would say, hey, they make it look very easy, except for that final game. One lady said she was so tired of jumping up and down that night that she finally sat down on the floor, and her husband looked over and said, what are you doing, praying? She said, no, I just got tired of jumping up and down. And he said, well, a few prayers wouldn't hurt either.
This is Lauren Dixon, my favorite player, number 30. We're short, 5'4". Yeah, let's go 5'4", people. And I think we could ball. Let's go, girl.
People talk about this perfection thing, That's not the goal of our team, to be perfect, because that's kind of impossible. What is perfect, though, is, I think, the absolute pursuit of a perfect effort. I just want to congratulate this group behind me, because you know something? Their effort was absolutely perfect.
What do you think this team is capable of doing next year?
Are you kidding me? Perfect again.
Well, that's it. We're done. The season's over. So what now? I guess the answer to that depends on who you ask.
I don't know yet. That's a good question. There's a time and a place for, thinking about next season and, getting back to work. And, it'll come pretty soon, but not today.
Right now I'm looking forward to, I got one more week of work this coming week, and then I get 10 days where I just can get by myself and do what I need to do. Whew. I can't imagine a day ever being like this.